Please bear with me while I make sure things are running. Looks like they are. But I'm never sure. Is it streaming? Yeah, good, it is fine. Good. I'll just check the settings are correct on Twitch, but welcome if you're watching live or watching the VOD later. Welcome to Hunger, or at least a playtest of Hunger. It is early days still. Expect bugs, expect various connection issues potentially. It does happen. I played the last two tests, which technically we can't talk much about, but they were fun. I'm going to say that. But obviously had issues because they are playtests. I've deliberately not played this one yet. Some people have been playing for a couple of days. I've deliberately not played it for two reasons. One, I kind of wanted it to be fresh when I played it on stream, so I can see the difference live. And also because I wanted to get past any teething issues in the first few days. Because from past experience, when there is a playtest for any game, the first few days generally have teething issues. I'm just checking my creator dashboard. Now there's a tutorial now, which I don't think was there before, unless I'm cracking up. So we're going to have a look at that first. I'm just checking my stream manager, because there's more than one Hunger on Twitch, which is kind of confusing, obviously. So I just need to make sure that the stream is the right one. It is not. See, that's the immediate issue. Now I've got the right one. This one has 9.6k viewers. Yeah. I knew there was going to be an issue with that, because when I do this through Restream, because I stream to multiple places at once, and because I use Restream, it frustratingly doesn't show me the icon of the game. So it's a bit of a faff. Anyhow, I don't need that open now, so we'll close that. Right, tutorial. Let's have a look at the tutorial. As I say, I don't think that was there last time. Tutorial is a work in progress. Nothing required during the tutorial will carry over to the main game. Harsh. Fine. If you are interested in Hunger, do remember to wishlist it on Steam. That obviously helps the team out a lot. They're still working very hard on the game, but they are planning for an open beta test at some point in the future, before it goes into early access. You will note that the game mode that we play in this is PvPvE, but I believe they're looking at other game modes for launch.
Behind you, Paris burns.
What's got a story intro?
The roads strewn with ash, the hunger, and the bodies of those who could not outrun either. So you ride west, to where the land gives way to salt and wind. Tidewatch was the last post on this shore. Thousands came here, fleeing the tide of hunger. Now, only the dead remain. But beyond the water, the chateau still stands. Tidewatch is the closest ground to it. And if you can survive long enough here, perhaps someone will come back for you.
Okay, that's cool. So I wonder if this is like a specific map made for the tutorial, especially then. This definitely wasn't in last time. I'm not crazy. It definitely wasn't there when we did the last playtest. I'm kind of excited to see what they've made. I always enjoy a good tutorial in the game. Even if I know the game already, I sometimes enjoy just playing the tutorial to see how it plays. But we'll quickly blast through this, and then we'll pick a character. We'll look through the characters. We'll pick one to play as. And then play the actual game and see how much we die. Because at the moment, due to it being a playtest and there not being thousands and thousands and thousands of players, the matchmaking isn't as good as it would be in the final game. Okay. As you can see, it's a reasonably nice looking game. We move around, shift to run. Running is slow. This has been the case in all the playtests. It's just what they've gone for in the game. There are ways to increase that speed, though. I believe, unless they've changed that as well. Alt is dodge. Dodging is very strong because you can literally dodge melee attacks doing that. There's also an entire melee blocking system in the game. Go pick up that. So, you know, quick back to your character, expand your inventory, yada yada yada. There's basically bag slots, there's hip bags, and there's weapon bags. So you've got a backpack, you've got a hip bag, and you've got weapons bags. The weapons bags are obviously for certain types of weapons, usually rifles. If I hit tab, there you go. So we can carry up to 19 items because we have this magical bag, which is epic. You ain't getting that early game. that's like exceptionally generous in the tutorial. Obviously, we don't get to keep anything from here. It might talk about all this stuff in the tutorial, so I won't click on it all yet, but there's lots of other bits to it. There'll be crouch, which is a toggle, but I think you can probably change that. Sprint. Plus to jump. You obviously vault over things if you're close enough. Chests we can loot, and then like a lot of these games, Tarkov, etc., you have to look at the items. Now we've got some shoes, but we can't equip those yet, so it's not as exciting as you would want. These are only marching boots anyway, but you can get like armor for your feet, I believe, which isn't here. I think you have to unlock the slot. Let's change that. Hopefully not. There's lots of crafting materials that you'll find because you can craft things. You choose professions. Some of this will be worthless, but it's worth collecting everything if you have space. I don't know if you've played some of these extraction shooters. Sometimes it's worth just collecting as much as possible and then getting out. So that is a jar of stale piss. I should stress right now, this game is very adult. There's a lot of blood, gore, violence, swearing, bad language. You get the idea. Did I pick that up? I did. You'll notice that, so basic items, common, are just white. Then you've got uncommon, which is green. And then you've got rare, which is blue. And then epic, which is purple. And legendary, I believe, which is orange. There you go. Equipment and weapons. Take that. So, very generous. A two-handed compass. So this is a rifle with sliding chambers designed for quick follow-up shots. And we've even got some heavy ammo. This is like... Wow. Yeah, that's like a dream to start with that in the game. This tutorial is going to give you a false sense of security. Yeah. That is... Take that. That's our ammo. And the ammo... We technically don't have a little ammo pouch, do we? some armor. We now got that equipped as well. Provides 2 armor bars, which you can now see at the bottom of the screen above my health bar. This is a special chest, so these usually have armor in, but you can get helmets and things in them as well. So that one's not as good as the one we just picked up off the floor. But it's worth taking it because if you die, you will appreciate it later. So that's our primary gun, and as you can see, it has the ability to fire multiple shots, which is quite fancy for this game. There's another chest here to loot. Munitions crate. Medium ammo. Old gunpowder. There's lots of things that can be opened. Usually they're marked, so just grab all that. You will notice that that's lootable, and it's got a bit of red on it. This is lootable, and it's marked with white. These ones are not lootable, but they're not marked with anything. Right, we can't go that way. We have to follow the route round. Just going to reload, so reloading can take a while. Oh, apparently it's really fast with this. If you've got one of the early weapons, it takes ages. You have to pour in all of the gunpowder and everything. Are we killing him? I guess so. It says the hanging corpse, practice shooting. What about that guy? Not sure if he wants me to kill him or the other one. It's telling me about melee weapons. This is the hanging corpse we can shoot. What a waste of very expensive ammo. Oh, we're just taking the weapon off him. Okay. So, there we go. Nice sword. Always nice. Please excuse me a moment. Apologies, my phone was just buzzing away behind me, but nothing exciting. Are we going to get to fight something? Oh. So that cart there will have a weapons chest on it usually. So we've got a dreg in front of us. The enemies have weak spots. In this case it's the enemy's head. There are different skills you can get which upgrade how you attack with such weapons as the swords and sabers. Requires a silver key. That's a doctor's bag. Doctor's bags are good because you probably get some healing gear. Sadly not. The cabinet has to have some healing gear. Distilled water. Robust ampule. There you go. Quickly heals you, single use. An antidote. And some purified liquid water. I think we can get rid of the thick branch. Take that instead. Medical chest. Ah, excellent. So that's it. Hang on. There we go. I want the blood bag. Oh. Can I put that there? Hang on. We'll have to drop something else. Cork can go. So, blood bags are like something you can use multiple times. I guess these are all here so you can see the different types of containers. which is quite generous of them. Guess it makes sense for a tutorial. Always worth checking the oak barrels. I could have something valuable in. You'll get quests, daily quests and things that want you to pick up items. We found a moist pouch, which means we can have another item to collect. Let's hit the carrots, that sounds like fun. Right, so this one here quite often has weapons chests on it. Doesn't always, but quite often does. Certainly got some munitions. Crude ammo is what you start with. Not going to bother picking it up. Lots of bodies everywhere. There we go. Weapons chest. A dagger. There's not a lot of point in picking some of these things up since it's a tutorial. But I like having a look. In Hunger you'll find locked chests. So there we go. We've just found... That's a... again, inventory space. Let's drop something. I don't even know why I'm picking this up because it's all going to get wiped in a minute. So that'll be a key for the container in there. Let's give this guy a piece of our mind. Ow. So you have to be accurate, as has just been demonstrated. Usually they drop one of their head as well, but they didn't there. I'm going to open this chest. Can I have a silver one? Or maybe it was a... Oh, it's only a bronze key. Disappointing. Must be to go back out that way. Can we open this? No, it's not one we can open. Maybe this door we can open with it. Yeah, bronze key. There we go. I was expecting something to jump out at me. A ram's horn. Milking pail. This is some kind of workbench, so it might have a special tool in. Ah, rusty tongs. Do you know my armor just took damage? I can repair that. What's that? Cloth armor plate. More rusty tongs. So if I now select 4, I will pull out these, and I can literally stand here and repair that armor that I just took damage from. And the better quality of the tongs, the faster this happens. So it is beneficial to have a good hunt around and see if you can find upgraded versions of these things, and always have spares. So if you see some, pick them up and put them in your stash, because if you die and lose it, you'll wish you had kept some spare. Trust me. Because buying replacements is near on impossible at the moment for the tech test. It is quite punishing in that sense. It does take a while, but obviously, as I say, it is much faster if you have better quality ones. There we go. And there's a chest down here for armor. Got a helmet, maybe? Nah, just a bog standard 1 bar piece again. It's not the most exciting room, but it's just demonstrating how the game's played. Another type of chest. Or a trunk specifically. Thin mead. Right now, that means nothing to you, but you'll wish you could pick that up and take it with you once you played the game. Shambler is slow moving, but its attacks deal high damage if they connect. If it hits you, you will receive a bleed status effect. Can't open that. There he is. These guys are quite nasty. And practice out dodging. The advantage is they are quite slow. So just jump backwards slightly. Let's go in. Right, we have such a high level weapon. This thing is an epic saber, so it does a lot more damage than earlier weapons do. So he doesn't usually die that easily. Black sand, and there you go, you got a shambler hand, so that's worth picking up. Let's just drop the P. I don't even know why I'm picking this stuff up, I really don't. Force a habit. It's quite a good little tutorial for being very early on in development. Ah, and then all that healing stuff that I found. We just found some more of it. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will drop all of this because I just want to see if this is a more potent version, because it certainly looks like it. Yeah, so they're journeyman tongues, so they'll be much faster. So if it takes some damage now, that's an improved blood bag. That's a rare vial. Pretty nice, actually. Anyhow, let's have a look. My sensitivity is a little bit higher than that. I need to do something about that. Okay, so bloats explode if they get too close, or if they take a certain amount of damage. They're quite annoying. So we will try and get it with the gun. We can also go up here to avoid it a little bit and shoot down at it. Towers have little doors in them, so you can drop down that way if you want. Like an extra escape route. Nice headshot. Guns are pretty accurate. As long as you're not moving. Hanging enemies sometimes aren't really dead and will scream. You can shut them up. But obviously shooting them is very loud. Look under towers because there's always chests. Munitions crates, things like that in particular. Because obviously, you know, it's a military camp. So expect to find military stuff in military camps. Expect to find medical stuff in medical camps. That kind of thing. Expect to find things you would find in a town or a village. I realise this is like common sense stuff, but not every game does that. What is that? Some ripened haunch. That sounds disgusting. Ooh. Spare backpack. And some spoiled rum. That's the kind of backpack you're going to be having most of the time. As you can see, it's not a super fast-paced game. It's quite slow-paced. You can't charge about in it so much. You know, as you've seen, the run speed isn't exactly Warp 9. Yeah? It's kind of jogging along. You finished an expedition. you will need to extract. So this is done by Blues. Tide Watch extraction is now open. Watch there be something really cool in here that you can't take anyway. No. I thought they'd put something really like valuable in there, like a legendary item or something, just to wind you up. So to exit, you have to come here. You have to wait for the countdown. You can stand away from it and hide behind something if you want. Like you could go behind this wall. You just have to be near it. You can also have a look in here. Cupboards are accessible. So you can hide, you can do whatever you need to do. And then to exit, you have to run up and literally extract by clicking on it. So you have to use an F key on it. Otherwise, you are stuck. And someone will inevitably shoot you. Because like a lot of extraction shooters, there can be people who extract camp. And because you don't move around very fast, it can be very hard to get to another extraction in time. There's also a lot of verticality to the maps, which is really cool and makes them look really nice, but it makes them harder to navigate. But let's enter. So, a few different classes to play. So Eva. The passive is Marathon. She reduces the amount of stamina consumed while sprinting by 35%, which is nice for getting around. Lightfoot lets you move silently for 30 seconds. Also quite nice. Blind. Blinds all living for 5 seconds within a 10-meter radius. So if you get attacked by another player, you can blind them for 5 seconds. It's not bad. Gabriel has charge, so you increased sprint speed by 10%. His line infantry is a special ability you get, so you take 25% less range damage for 15 seconds. So that can be nice if you're going up against someone who's shooting at you, obviously. And his ultimate is Sadist. The next 30 seconds you heal for 50% of the damage you deal. So, I mean, you get that in other games, right? It's just called different things. Where you heal for the damage you do. Hugo. He gets a taste of blood, so all movement speed is increased by 15% when a melee weapon is equipped. Very handy for getting about the map quickly. Very handy. Zadok can absorb 100% of damage dealt by the next ranged weapon shot. Lasts 30 seconds. If you can time that right, you can very much save your life. From a nasty headshot, for example. Ultimate Maniac, take 25% reduced damage for 10 seconds. So that's like when you just want to go completely bonkers and charge at people. I was going to say, where's her body at? Marie, I played her before, so she has Gentle Touch, reduced time to revive others by 50%, so very much team play character. Tactical is Vespers, so she heals self for 50 health over 100 seconds. Damage taken cancels the effect. So this one is like you just had a fight, you take a bit of damage, back off and heal. That kind of thing. And then you've got Mending Prayer, so heal allies within 10 meters for 100 health over 100 seconds. Damage taken cancel the effect. I believe while it says allies, that also affects you. So you heal everybody, including yourself. She's good, but she's very much more for playing in a team than solo. Solo is challenging in the playtest because there's not like solo only matchmaking, so you can come up against lots of teams. And it's not like Hunt. It's a different type of game, and because you can get armor and stuff and helmets to protect your head from headshots, it's not as easy being a solo and taking out a group. You because you can't like open the engagement by taking one of them down immediately. That's not always going to work. So he gets maintenance, repairs, and armor bar every 60 seconds after the armor is damaged. Effects begin 60 seconds after last receiving damage, so he just heals his armor. Simple as that. Field repairs mends 1 bar of armor for all allies within 10 meters over 30 seconds. Damage taken cancels the effect, so again, bit of a team player. And the ultimate is masterwork, repairs 100% of your armor over the course of 10 seconds, which is pretty fast. Damage taken cancels the effect. And then Serene. So she gets Voodoo Spirit and makes you immune to poison. That is very handy. Because when those bloatery things pop and leave poison behind, I believe that solves that issue. Rush, move 20% faster for 20 seconds. And Voodoo Bomb deploys a poison cloud at your location. Poisons all living that pass through it. Lasts 30 seconds. Additionally, move 20% faster. I'm not sure when that would be really beneficial in a fight. I guess so you can run away? Or trap them somewhere? I'm not sure on that one for her. So I played her originally because the healing was quite nice, but realistically, it's not the best heal. It felt quite nice early on, but I quickly felt like it wasn't really helpful. I'm tempted by this guy because of the armor repairs. Because I do end up stopping and repairing my armor a lot. And you move very slowly while repairing armor. And as I say, getting about the maps is quite slow. So that guy is tempting. And then I started playing this guy before as a second character. Just cause, again, speed improvement was very nice. And having a melee weapon out, 15% speed buff was like, yes, thank you. I can reach the extract. Yeah. I think I'll play this guy again. Because I really do appreciate the additional speed. As nice as this is, again, I feel like he's better for teams. And right now I feel like I'm going to be playing a lot of solo. So we just unlock Hugo again. And after you get to level 10, you get another Psych Seed. So you can unlock another character. You're not limited to one. You'll get those seeds every so often. Into the chateau.
There she stands, 11 centuries of stone against the tide, buttress and tower rising where the world has fallen. Ancestral seat of the Marquis.
The chateau is really
now
cool.
The last vertical town in Europe, and one of the few the hunger has not claimed. Within those walls gathers a new.
Curious if it's changed since last time.
Strict hierarchy besides. Each rung of the chateau earned, never given. Soldiers.
Yes, you can eventually go inside.
Pilgrims, and those who outlive the old world climb its heights, step by step, for safety, for coin, for favor. Hold fast. You make your descent here, and your life within those walls begins the moment you touch ground.
A word of warning, you'll get some starting items as you progress through this bit. Make sure you put them in your stash. It's very easy to not realise and take them into a mission and get shot and lose them. So make sure everything's in the stash that you don't want to lose. Getting into the chateau, getting into actual missions and stuff, it's taking a while right now. There's a lot more players than there were in the previous tests. So it's just taking a little bit longer. The chateau is very pretty. can hear people running around. I'm slightly concerned about not loading in. I think it's thinking about it. There we go. As you can see, there's quite a few people around who are higher level. So I think there are various instances of the chateau. I don't know how many is the limit of people you can have in here, but there you go. Let us have a chit chat to Eloise. So she is one of the characters that you will interact with initially. As you can see, getting into the main part of the chateau isn't going to happen anytime soon, because there's some lovely people guarding it. And they aren't going to be too pleased if you try and run in. Interesting cast of characters that we're going to meet.
You're back.
I'm back? Isn't this the first time I've been here? A warm welcome. Welcome to the chateau at the end of the earth, stranger. The last refuge of West Orleans. Forgive me, it has been some time since anyone crossed the tide. I'm Eloise. I haven't seen so many living here in a long time. Are you sure this is safe? Safer than the mainland, the chateau shelters all sorts. After the end, people fled across the water to the one place that looked defensible. Nobles, soldiers, physicians, merchants, even the poor traded what they had for boats or paid guides to cross at low tide. Why are people outside? The cast-offs are kept here on the outer ramparts until they prove themselves fit to cross into the cauldron. So, we basically get told straight away. Yes, across the bridge, the cauldron is the industrial heart. Beyond it lies the galleries, the merchant quarter, the market, the auction house, and further still are the heavenly reaches. But none from the outer ramparts have ever had leave to enter there. So, there's 3 stages of the chateau after the outer ramparts, and obviously as you level up and complete quest lines, you get access to them. How do you cross the bridge? The longer you survive here and the more useful you make yourself, the more you are noticed by those of higher station. On occasion they summon one of us across. It's a bitter thing that the old order was among the first to return. I see. Mean to survive, introduce yourself. We look rough, but we look after our own. Speak to Louis. He's just across the way. If he trusts you, he'll keep your possessions, so that's your stash. And the giant guy next to him, pay no mind to bear. He's gentle so long as Louis is safe. And after Louis, you will need supplies. Speak to Piero. He was a physician by trade before the end, and now he helps us here on the ramparts. Has a few things for sale. Very expensive things. He can provide you with some basic supplies if you decide to take up a task of going back to the mainland for an expedition. What does he sell? Mostly medicine, but he comes across with other items as well. He'll be upset with me for saying this, but just take care when you're with him. He has a condition. A condition? What kind of condition? Hero is a leper. Don't let that turn you away though. He endures a harder life on the ramparts than most here. Though we never admit to it, he endures it only to help us. A leper isn't that dangerous? You're not the first to think that. Those across the bridge in the cauldron believe so, but Piero has taken enough precautions to satisfy us here on the ramparts. He wears an iron mask and more. Just make sure you do not touch him. You will be careful around you. Lastly, you should speak to Reynold, the expedition master. He's a gruff old soul, but you can rely on him. A warm welcome. Accept the quest. Now go and talk to everyone. You can see everyone sort of ragtag with different items and weapons and backpacks.
Need anything?
Sure he did. I don't think he used to talk at all. You look a little young to be here alone. And you look like your best days are behind you. You must have thicker skin than that if you manage to survive out there. It's not often we see a new face. My name is Louis, and I'm not here alone. Are you here with your family? Not exactly. My father brought me here long ago, and then he disappeared. Poof, right into thin air. He went back to our village to find our mother and sister, but he'll be back very soon. He's not coming back very soon. Anyway, Garden and Eloise and my family now, and Bear, of course. Garden and Bear? Garden's in my hat, there you go. Speak of the devil. You can see me if you look closely, and Bear is my business partner, though he doesn't speak much. So yes, he has a rat in his hat. Oh, Gardon. We'll be doing things for Gardon later. Tell you what, after you finish speaking to enemies, come back to me. I manage the stash. I'll portion off some space. You leave whatever you want with me, and you go back to the mainland. I've also got a request for you. I'll reward you handsomely as long as you can do one simple trick. So there's our stash. As you can see at the moment, we can have 25 weapons, and we can have up to 70 items. There are ways to expand this, or there used to be. I'm assuming it's still the case. Oh yes, there you go. Expand storage. You literally put bags in there. Simple as that. You put bags. Obviously, it's worth using your best bags for that job. Who else are we talking to? We'll go and see Pero. Take your Pero. How bright you are, and what did you want? Eloise said you have wares for sale. Eloise, too good to everyone. Yes, I have some things for a price. I do not barter, I do not do acts of charity. Remember that. And we talk to Reynold up on the hill. There's a little area behind here as well. So this is like a crafting area, I believe. Or what's the gist of it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can access some of the crafting stuff here when the time comes. Anyhow. You arrange expeditions. I do. Come see me when you're ready and I'll arrange a passage to wherever. How is the destination decided? The fires, the storms, the winds, the clouds, the hordes determine our passage. I warn you, we'll get you there and won't bring you back, but my men can only wait around for so long before the horde or weather closes. So, don't get left behind. I provide 2 extraction locations per expedition. My men make sure the first is available as soon as can be, and the second as soon as they're able. Once the second one opens, they'll wait for 10 minutes. So you don't have long. There is a way to get a third secret exit, which isn't as secret as you would like. Some extractors find a way to call for a third extraction. Oh, he's even mentioning it. At the very last moment, if you survive long enough, maybe you'll learn to do so too. So, this one's handy, but it's the same type of extraction. It's not like a secret door, so other people can see it. Or if I miss it, then your career as an extractor has already lasted longer than most. The next time we meet, we shall surely put you down as we do all other hunger. I say again, do not miss the opportunity of extraction. Go and talk to Eloise, make sure you're well outfitted. When you're ready, come back and I'll chart a course. Remember, best to leave the card table early with money in your pocket than stay late and lose it all. So as I was saying earlier, sometimes it's worth just getting as much as you can and getting out. And you just hope that you don't get shot at the extract.
Hello.
A warm welcome completed. He has a sharp tone. He does, but he's still a child. Have some faith. If you here are foolish enough to test Bear, things will be safe. And Pyro? His affliction does not improve his temper. Marina will explain the expeditions. Yes. Buy what you need from Pyro before you leave. Turn to me and I'll have work for you. One more thing, I left a few items with Louis. They're in your stash. We're going to be getting them stuff, so... There we go, so we got a bunch of starting gear. Quite nice starting gear in the grand scheme of things. I think they've improved that slightly. Right. Making dough. You needed something. Basically, she wants flour. The other cooks across the bridge will not sell flour. They sell bread only, and it's priced beyond the ramparts. If you can bring flour, I can see it baked into enough bread to feed the ramparts for more than a week. Would you willing to buy the flour? It's a bit harsh to ask them, would you willing to buy the flour, after they're just giving you a load of stuff to start with. I'll do you a favour, honestly, as you'll discover in due course. If you bring back the flour, the guild will pay you 5 times what I can. This is a favour to the ramparts, not good business. Where's the best place to look? Storehouses, keep flour, windmill near the Sala farm is a likely place. Guard speaks of it. The High Master of the Guild of Cooks. He sends his own men on expeditions. He controls the food production. You'll meet him if you cross the bridge. Flour's all over the place. Or it was. So, flour is probably one of the easier things to come across, I found personally, but it's things like eggs that are the problem. Let's go and see what Piero has for us. Remains of the day. Face says I'm now it's so decrepit that I always need assistance. She cares, obviously. Indeed, fine, I suppose I'm in need of such a thing. What do you need? My journey to this rock was one that began with an attack on my convoy. It was remarkable. We were struck in the dark, in the small hours of the morning. Members of my family were particularly pleasant about the danger bacterium pose, so we left slightly earlier than most. So we need to go and find the camp. But what he wants is his lens. I don't think it'll be with the convoy though, so... We're approaching the village of Bellefontaine from the southwest, near Fort Saint-Rouge, above Jacques Bridge. We had gunfire ahead and pulled off the road. Okay. Okay, so we got a bridge for that area as well. Oh, this guy's great. I can't wait for him to have full voice acting. Mr. Sweet. I mean, he's a picture, right?
You.
Sweet lubrication. Who are you? Mr. Sweet. Ah, how presumptuous. Your identity is far more exciting question. And one for which I have an answer. Who am I? Oh, it's simple. You're yet more grist for the mill, or perhaps you're more meat for the grinder. I think of myself as neither. Of course. They never do, do they? Nobody ever expects to become a weepy little candle on Reynolds' tree. But sometimes it just can't be helped. A candle? Oh yes. One of you is snuffed out. Eloise lights a candle. I see. Would a candle ever be lit for you? Oh, sharp. Very sharp. Perhaps not. But then again, a man of my skill and talent would be wasted out there, scrabbling around in the nook with all the other beggars. And so are the beggars expected to go out there for you? As long as the gentleman pays, I see no reason why not. Anyway, enough of the repartee. You go and get me what I need, and I'll leave some money on the proverbial bedside table for you. Should you succeed, of course. And what do you want? I need lubrication, wine, mead. It doesn't have to be special, mind you, just something. Find me some tavern wine and some of that ghastly thin mead, and I'll make it worth your while. Where do I find it? I don't know, but it can't be hard to find. I dare say a cellar is probably not a bad place to start. Again, they're all over the place. That type of alcohol. Let's have one last chat with him. Still alive. What's this trick you spoke of? Well, yes, the magic trick. The ramparts are full of magicians, you see. They can all disappear, but they have a hard time coming back. This is how he explains away the fact that everybody goes away to die. Tell you what, I'll put some stuff in your stash now. Take only what you want, but don't lose it all at once. If you manage to survive an expedition, I'll put more useful things in there. Might help you make it back in the future. Bear protects it, and he keeps a record.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Okay.
Hello.
So we've got a stash. We've got plenty of items there. They've been... This is more generous than they used to be. Okay? Immediately, I can tell you that. That's really nice. We've got loads of 6 thingy bags. I'm going to take a 5 slot bag. We'll take a moist patch. We will want some crude ammunition. Do I really want 30? I've got loads, so we'll just take 30. We'll take a crude ampule set. That is a map. We can study it. So when you get a map, study them. And then it gets added to your UI. Because if you don't study it and you take it in with you, then you can lose it. And that'll make you sad face. Rusty Bucket, incidentally, is another one of these. So it's got 2 slots instead of 1. As you can see, I'm taking basic gear. I don't know what to expect this time because people have been playing for a few days. Everyone has different preferences. I quite like a Brown Betty. It's slow to load, but it is very effective. And there's a few different swords here. Daggers aren't very good. I would rather a club or a short sword. So I'm going to take that for now. You can eat and drink and stuff, which gives certain bonuses. We don't have anything to eat or drink yet. We will pick some up. But we've got plenty of gear there. That's actually pretty nice. It's a lot more than you used to get. So thank you for that, devs.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we've got our quests. We've got a few items. We can't shoot this here, but we can reload it. Oh, we can't even reload it here. Okay, never mind then. If I press T, we can have a look at our character. Let's go. I'm ready to depart. So, as you can see, there's just 3 maps at the moment. Jack's Bridge, Summer Forest, and Solid Farm. We're going to go to Jack's Bridge. It's a good place to start. It's where a lot of our starting quests are. And we can do all the ones we've got there at the moment. So, yes, I think we can. Hang on. Yeah, everything we can do there. All we have to do is get in and get out for Louise at the moment. We need to just... The flower is just ongoing. But we need to go to Piero's camp on the bridge. Waiting times can be a little while at the moment. Oh. That was quicker than I expected. Now, the thing with joining a game at the moment in Hunger is when you connect, it might not be the start of the map. You can connect at any point during, it seems. So I could be joining. I think that there has to be a minimum amount of time left, but you're not guaranteed to be in with the full amount of time. So someone could already be looking at where you spawn. We made it to Jacques Bridge. We need to establish where we are. Okay, so we can't go that direction. So that's south. So we're at the bottom of the map. And we can go east quite a bit. That looks like the river down there. There's a chest here. I'll just check this. There's a crude ammo. We'll just reload this so we've got it ready to go. As you can see, reloading these early weapons is not straightforward. As you can see, it's quite a pretty game once you get into it. Shooting, northeast. Sometimes these guys have bags on them, that one does not. So, if I click the map, this is the map. Hang on a minute. Am I on the map? Oh, wow. That's new. It never used to show where you were on the map. You used to just have to work it out by landmarks. Wow. I'm in shock. I can't zoom in and out apparently, but I'm in shock that I'm actually on it. So, his little camp is all the way up here, I believe. Or this way. So, we'd have quite a... I think it's in north of the Necklace Bridge, which is there, so... To get up to him, we'd have quite a trek. So we won't worry about that. If we spawn somewhere closer another time, that would be better. If we have a look there, this building here we could go and have a look at. Because we want flour. It's worth just having a look at everything. How do people behave in this game is the next question. Like any extraction shooter. Those guys crawl around very fast. Anyhow, like any extraction shooter, some people will be friendly. And most people will shoot first and ask questions later. The shooting you can hear may be PvP. It could also be people shooting the AI. You can go an entire map and never see anyone. You could skulk around very easily. And as a solo, that could be to your benefit, probably. Have a look in here, see if we can find anything nice. She has never been in here before. That was rude. I've been in this room a lot, and she's never been there before. I think they've done that just to upset me. More crude loads of crude ammunition. Sweet rum. That's not what he wanted, but we'll take it. I'm going to be slightly selective about what I pick up. I mean, it would be good to just pick up everything and sell it. Can't loot her. Yes, as I say, that it is quite an adult game. The river crossing is now open. Oh, wow. It's actually on the map. You have no idea how big of a change that is. In the previous test, you had to find everything yourself. Let's see if we can die. Lost our stamina quickly there. So these are waifs. What we want off them is their head, I believe. Nope. I took some damage there, and I cannot repair my damage. Nothing here to loot. Ah, we can get some honey from here. Beehive. Get some beeswax. Wood chips. We don't actually need any of that, so I'm just going to ignore the others. Right. So, there are various chicken coops. If you see any eggs, pick them up. Eggs are a valuable commodity. Because you need them for a quest. I kind of want to take the wood... I'm taking the wood chips because you do need wood chips as well. That comes up for daily quests. Unlucky, just rotten eggs. Flour sack. Boom, flour. That's one of the things we needed. So, it seems silly to extract at this stage. What we could probably do is head over to Camp Lazarette, which is a medical camp, and see if we can have a little look. I'm hearing a lot of shooting. I can't quite decide where that shooting is. Oh, that's at the camp. Let's not go at the camp. We are not equipped to have a fight at this stage. Let's check over here. Sometimes there's things in the boat. There are random chests at spawn places, so it's worth keeping your eyes peeled. Bit of stuttering. It is a tech test, so it doesn't run perfectly smooth all the time. These are the hollowed out trees, quite often have things in them. Little camp here. Just being quiet so I can listen. So, a lot of loot is quite often on these. Though, obviously, people could also camp these because it is a good place to find loot, right? Got one extra of that, so I'm just going to drop it. Linen. Kind of, I'm being a little bit careful about what I pick up. Just so I don't have to spend too long fighting with it. Ooh. That looks like it might be worth something, so I'm going to take that. Metals and things. There's something here. Is that all the chests on there at the moment? Yes. Oh shit. I hate shooting because I just pin a target on my head, but if those things come at you and you slash them with the melee, they're going to mess you up. Out of the poison that they leave behind. That is a nice improvement. And it means that we now don't have to worry about repairing ourselves. So I'm coming over here because these things sometimes have bags and good bags in. And you might also get your booze here. Oh. That's my shadow that's moving, but I'm sat still. That terrified me. I thought someone was walking up behind me. What's wrong with... Why is that not stacking? No idea. Spoiled rum. So this is a crafting thing, but... Another bag space. Wine. Okay, nothing else too exciting here. So... Oh, I'm upside down. Pyro's convoy is there. It's even marked now. I need to just hit M. I keep hitting escape to exit the map screen. Well, technically I can go to his camp then. Kind of forgot it was at the south of the map. I was just sat there thinking, is it? Because the terrain looks familiar. Right, the only issue I have is I do not want to be in this gully. I'm gonna head over this way. Chest up there, look. Jump up the side here. This is a little military camp. Should be able to go up here. There we go. So we want to go along this way. I think, yeah, there we go. There's various stairs like this on the side of the cliff so you can get up and down. So we kind of want to be going west. I just want to bypass the military camp because we don't need to go in there. There was definitely shooting across here before. So there's probably people being in there looting it, which is fine. We want to try and do our mission and get to Pyro's camp. It's supposed to be French, so I always want to say Pyro instead. There we go, dead body. Says to me people have been in there. So bodies do stay. In there are some big nasties though. So the camps generally have standard mobs, but also a few big nasties, which you don't really want to fight with. Not all of them are dead, because there's one at the door, I think. Oh, it's not moving, so it might be dead. Anyhow, going this way. Ah, see? Random chest, munitions. Ooh. It's worth a lot of money. That's why I'm taking it. Unfortunately, someone's dead in there. Oh. Have to be careful because the edge of the map comes on you very suddenly. I think I'll have to go down here now. Trying to look for a spot that's... There we go. So we're looking for a way up the cliff, so we need some stairs. There they are, right in front of me. There's something big and nasty above me. Enemies respawn, I believe. So if you clear an area, eventually some stuff does come back. How close are we now? Not far at all. Good. We've got another cliff to go up here. It's a very pretty game. Everything's very atmospheric. There are lots and lots of skills in this game that you unlock as you level up, which can improve your hearing and things like that. So random camp. Do we dare explore it? Old cartridge case. More crude ammo. I'm not looking for anything in particular now. I more want to get to his camp, but stewed apple increases loot identification speed. More tavern wine. I want to eat that rather than... I might just drop that because it's damaged anyway. Switch those out. There we go. There's 5 and I can eat that. That's a nice bonus for 20 minutes. I will just check this because it might be flour. A moldy baguette. Nothing else here. Right, let's go up these stairs. Which I assume, yeah, they just turned back on themselves. Oh! Do you see? Do you see? That is a problem. And her there as well, she will scream. That's a problem. Is there another way I can get up here? I can't cut that wire. It's a skill. I can shoot it, but it will explode and make a lot of noise. I don't think there are any other stairs here. Pretty sure that's... Oh, there might be a ramp here. If it's not off the edge of the map, I think I might be able to go up this ramp. It's like a gully. Ah, thank God for that. Okay. Oh, we are very far away for 10-minute extract. Fine, we'll see if we can get here and then just go north, and we'll just have to hope for the best. I get my bonus movement speed, I think, so... I don't even know if that's available to me yet. Heroes camp should be up here. That's it. It would have been cleared. This looks different. They've moved it slightly. All we had to do is come here, so we have been. People have looted, as you can see. There's bags on the floor. They won't have left anything good behind, so just leave. So we need to get to one of the extracts, which are very far away. Or just make a beeline, basically. There's a fort up there. We won't go there. We don't need to. There's a lot of fighting around that extract. We can try and make a beeline for the other one. Doesn't mean it's going to be any quieter though. I'm wondering if... lots of shooting going on. I'm pretty sure there's a bridge down here. Sometimes it's worth checking up on top because there's sometimes chests. A lot of shooting. Annoyingly, I am going to have to go back because there's no bloody bridge there. Seven minutes. I think it's doable. It wouldn't be the first time that I've been playing this and have not extracted because I ran out of time. It's happened to everyone, it's not just me, honest. What I think we'll do is... trying to let my stamina go back up. I feel like I have less stamina than I used to. I want to go up here and bypass the fort. I think someone's cleared that anyway, because there's usually loads of grunts in there. We'll walk so our stamina goes back up, but I don't have to run. Dropping down is safe as long as you find yourself a nice ledge to drop off. It's not too much of a drop. However, obviously dropping off a big ledge will kill you. Let's get down here. It's a lot of shooting still. Ah. You see that? That was someone in front of me running. Beyond the trees. That is across the river. So, that is a slight issue. The drop off there, it's going to hurt. Stairs. There's always stairs eventually. I think 5 minutes is more than enough time to get to one of these. I suspect the one across the river is going to be safer. But equally, it's going to take us longer to get there. And you still have the 30-second countdown. So technically you've got to get there with like 30 odd seconds to spare. You don't get to leave if you're late. You just gotta hope most people have left by now. Or we get shot in the face. I mean, there are a lot of high-level players now because they've been playing it for a few days. I'm pretty sure we can just go across the river here. Stay in my stamina regen. As I say, I'm kind of equidistant from them, but this one should be the safer bet, he says. As you may have heard, there's been a lot of shooting at the other one and near it, so... if there is anyone near it, technically it will show us, because it has a... it technically has some smoke that shows, but, and this is a big but, you can be far enough away not to set that smoke off, and then snipe people. See? Smoke. But you also set that off, I should stress. So there could be no one else here, but I apparently can set that off. Because I think I've had that happen before, where there's definitely been no one there, but I've set it off. Or I stand up here and get shot in the head immediately. I cut it close a lot for getting out. It's quite a bad habit. But the longer you're in, the bigger your score is. So they're all the events that have happened while I've been exploring and finding new areas and everything else. You also get bonus XP if you're solo. There we go, our passive ability is unlocked, so I wasn't getting my bonus there either. Not bad, got 2 levels out of it. Almost 3. I can show you what we got there. So, like, we found a location, another location, we continued breeding, so every so many minutes that pass you get points, and then you extract and you get some XP as well. And party size compensation, so you get 3 times the XP for being a solo. Turn to the chateau. Oh, you can see your combat history as well. If you engage people or hunger and stuff. You get a little bit of information on what you've been doing. Not every game provides that. The hordes of people coming in. Were they all on the same loot as me? Maybe. How weird. So Piero we can go to and hand in his quest. Remains of the day. I found the convoy. It was as you imagined, ransacked, overtaken by hunger, dead strewn across the ground, no sign of the lens. There's one thing my conditions taught me, is not to attach oneself to a particular hope. Though I suspect we have all learned the lesson hard after the end. I've left your reward in your stash. Some ampules to restore your health. And some coins. He's given us 30 copper coins. How nice. Now, let me just show you this. So, if we have a look at his wares. A single dagger is 4 silver and 95 copper. So it might as well be 5 silver. That is not cheap. I currently have 1 silver, 65 copper. It's going to take a while just to be able to afford a dagger. Let's get his second quest. So we need to find his lens, and he thinks the rats have taken his lens. Don't know why he would decide that. It seems completely insane, but fair enough. Disagree, but I know, but they infested the campsite within moments of our lighting a fire, and I'll be honest, I do think that it will yield some results. But do I think it will yield some results? It's unlikely. That said, if you are near Jack's Bridge again, I'd appreciate you looking at the camp, or near the camp. I know where to go because I've done the quest before. Remember those cliffs that we went near, and we had to go up them? It's under one of those cliffs. I accept that one. Let's just go and see Louis. Firstly, to hand in the quest. Again. And like magic, I returned. Brilliant. I didn't doubt you for a second. Let me know what you'd like me to watch while you're gone. Give me entire bags if you like. And to put extra things you give me in there. Thanks, it's very useful. So he'll give us a few more bits. A silver coin. Very nice. And some coppers. We're going to level up. Garden's Gambit. While I'm alive, is there anything else you need? Actually, yes. I'm glad you asked. Garden, the rat, is ravenous. I can hear his belly grumbling all the time. Even Eloise can hear it. So what do we do? Even children know that rats don't actually eat cheese. It's just for little children imbeciles. He needs eggs. There are plenty of chicken houses back home. They definitely have eggs. Where is home? It's a place called Solid. And that's where I was born. But all of France should have some eggs.
Bye-bye.
The most frustrating quest ever. Trying to find eggs for this guy.
You look like you have a weapon.
I guarantee you it will drive you mad. Let's expand our inventory a bit with some of those bags they gave us. Just move all of these across. Oh. I actually need that. Do I keep that on or do I... I'll switch it back to that. Get rid of those into there because we need them for that quest. I'll keep... actually take the 5. I'm taking in basic gear right now because I'm not sure what to expect from other players in terms of their level and stuff. Because I'm probably not going to get put in people that are level 1 or level 4, whatever. So I'm just trying to be a bit sensible rather than lose all the good starting gear. Okay, so don't have your quest done yet, so we need eggs, we need tavern wine still, and thin mead. We need flour. We need another 9 flour. We've got a little bit of a way to go. I haven't been to Salad Farm this time, have I? So, I've only been here to this map a few times actually. I spent more time on the Somber Forest, which we don't have a map for yet. Let me just show you all of this stuff. So, inventory, obviously, we've discussed. It's just standard inventory. That's your stowed weapon, so it's not in your hands. It's like an extra slot. So, say you've got a primary and secondary weapon, and then you find one, then you can get it there. Hey Bubbles, this game is a PvPvE extraction shooter. So it's not an MMO, it's more like Hunt Showdown or Tarkov, things like that. More like Tarkov than Hunt Showdown. These are our abilities, so we've got our passive one, which gives us a speed boost now. Level 6 we get a tactical, and then the ultimate level 9. Mastery, we have to get to level 10 to unlock masteries. These are all of the unlockable skills, which are really powerful. And obviously the higher level you are, the much more immensely strong you become because of them. It's an odd system for an extraction shooter with PvP. I find it a little bit odd. But it'll probably be less odd in the final release of the game when everyone is split out by skill level and experience levels. Confessions we can't do yet, but we will get access to it soon enough. We have to finish the bread one. There are gathering professions and crafting professions. Journal, compendium, appearance. So as you level up, you get unlocks of particular clothing. That one's quite snazzy. The Mad King, prestige. Oh, this is a prestige 1 and a prestige 2. So there's something attached to being able to access that. Backpack stuff, so this is just, these are just the ones you can access. But there are, wow. Oh my god. I forgot you could do that. So some of the bags actually get upgraded versions. That could be upgraded to that then. Which is Ludwig's drum case as a backpack. Can be upgraded to various different things. I mean, the art in this game is stunning. Gotta give them credit for the art. That's probably the most boring backpack, actually. That's more like a standard backpack. Oh, there's no upgrades for that one. I imagine that down the line, one of the ways they will make money is by selling cosmetics. A bit like Hunt Showdown does. Launchers. Launchers? The hell is a launcher? Yeah, cannon? Zweihander. That is a big ass sword. Oh, look at that one. Serrated blade. You could spend hours just looking through all of this stuff. It's kind of spoilers, I guess, because it'd take you a long time to get there, but look at the weapons you can get long term. I mean, very fancy weapons with sniper scopes, and that looks like it's going to fire a very big bullet. That's like a revolver, but as a rifle. That is a chain gun. Like the chain pistol from Hunt Showdown. Yeah, there's some weird and wonderful weapons in this. A proper sniper rifle. I expect that's got multiple shots. I mean, the design team did a good job. Some of them feel a bit far-fetched for the time frame, but look at that one. And a circular magazine. Oh, it has a pretty skin as well. Yeah, I can definitely see them doing the Hunt Showdown thing of having fancy cosmetic skins you can buy. Which is fair enough, it's a way to make money if you're not charging a monthly fee, right? I don't know what that's for, it doesn't do anything at the minute. Right then, well, we need to go back because we need to get fresh eggs, we need to find the meat and stuff. We need to go to the rat's nest as well, so I guess we go back to Jacques Bridge. Jacques Bridge. I was called it Jacques, but it's French, it's just Jacques, I think. My French isn't great. I remember bits and pieces from when I was at school. This may be the medieval... Well, it's not quite medieval. But this may be the zombie game you're thinking of, Bibbles. It's not quite medieval. But it's post-medieval, I guess. But it may be Hunger you're thinking of. These are people related to crafting. He's kitted out nicely. That's someone who's just come in for the first time at level 1. Not too long to wait. So, see where we spawn. I can't get over the fact that you appear on the map now. That is like... What a horrendous spawning point. Oh my god. Spawned in a ditch. Oh, over here as well. Well, I need to be down here. Oh, keep doing that. We don't want to go up there because there's tripwires with bombs anyway. I'm going to have to leg it this way. I've got my speed bonus now at least. What a horrible place to spawn. Like, literally, there's no way up down there. That is a terrible spawn. Can I get up here? There's a few places you can kind of jump up, but... Oh my god. I mean, the setting is really cool, yeah. I'm just gonna have to leg it past that guy because I'm trying not to attract too much attention straight away. Right, we need to go south. I need to be down here, so we'll go past that building, which we might find some eggs at. We're also going towards the shooting, I realise, but... I haven't got anything too exciting on me, so if I get shot, I get shot. I'm not too bothered. I also have the advantage of my speed. Other players will struggle to keep up with me. If I had to run, I could run. Whoa. That was something big exploding at the camp over there. Maybe someone using a hand grenade? There's usually an enemy spawned in here. I'm a little bit worried. I'm looking for eggs. They're really hard to find. Oh, I still have that on me. Well, that's... I thought I'd taken it out of my inventory. Oh well. Someone might have been here already because there's only one item in there. And there's no hostile here. We will need rye later, but I'm just trying to be picky about what I collect at the minute. I mean, zombie stuff's so popular, isn't it? It's something that doesn't really seem to go out of fashion. Can't steal the loot. Very noisy. Ooh, weapon crate, weapon crate. Melee weapon chest. It's a club. I'll take it, but I'm not happy about it. Oh, perfect. Flower. What's that noise? Did something just spawn outside? There's a hell of a hiss. Oh, I completely forgot last time I came in here. There's a barrel up the top here. There's a lot of flour. I don't need this much flour. No basket there this time. Let's go down. You can shoot out of all these windows and things. That is kind of the way I want to go, but I'm just trying to avoid getting shot. It's probably people fighting at the little military camp. And we're not bothered about going in the military camp. We want to bypass it. We need to go to a cave to get a lens in a rat's dung pile. / nest. Ooh, big fella there this time. Okay, so the first extract has appeared. Don't really want to fight you. I might get smacked in the back here, but I might have just escaped his notice. I think I've escaped his notice. You might find good bags in here, so it's always worth checking these. He's coming back. Come on, come on. Cupboard, cupboard, cupboard. Not worth it. It's only a little one. Anything else in here? He's gone a really weird way around. I shouldn't complain. A wheat stone. Where's that guy I killed? Oh, there he is. Sometimes they drop their heads, which are worth quite a bit. Nope. We want to continue west. We don't want to go to the military camp if we can help it. Because that was likely where all that shooting's happening. Which is that there. So we want to get across and over and climb up. And bypass it. Stuff spawns sometimes and not other times. So there was a chest here last game, there isn't this time. We just need to go up here. Can I get up this way? Yes. There's always lots of noises. Can I go around this way? This might be off the edge of the map, so... yeah. So I'll have to get fed. Oh no, there's the stairs here. There we go. That's people likely fighting in that camp. As I say, we don't need to engage them. It's not part of our quest. And if they're in that camp, there might be more than one. And they might be very well equipped. Because clearing those camps is quite a pain. We will skulk past to get our early quests done. Yeah, there's a dead creature outside, so just continue on our merry way and hopefully don't get shot in the back. Need to go down. Be very careful. So, because there's lots of people playing and lots of new people, there could be people going for the exact same place I am. So, we'll have to be a little bit cautious. To be fair, I don't think I've ever been in it and bumped into another player. However, there were lots less people in the previous tech tests, so now I think, is it along this one or was it actually the one before this? It might be this one, further round. It's not. Okay, so it might be the one back there. Hang on then. Just double check there's no entrance here that I've gone past. No. I think I may have gone past it. I knew it was one of these cliffs. Yes, it is. It's down here. Because I knew it's near the stairs, but not behind them. Right, now the problem in here is there's usually a bunch of trip mines. And I can't disable them, so I have to try and jump over them. And they're really hard to... There it is. See? There. They're very hard to jump over. Oh shit. Good job I got some heals on me. Ah, a head. Excellent. Let's use one of those and heal my health. That doesn't heal much, does it? Shit. Anyhow, there's a lot of dead rats in here, as you can see. And then in this pile, we will find the lens. Which is probably quite boring, but at least we find the lens. And sometimes there's a decent weapon in here, so we'll have a look. Have this just so we can loot quicker. We're going to be down to 2 minutes soon. I'm going to have to drink all of my healing stuff here. Never mind. It is what it is. This room has nothing exciting in, does it? Anything on the chest? Oh, what's that? Oh, some copper coins. Okay, well that was probably worth coming in then, just for that. And then this room round here, which can have a load of trip mines in. Oh. Scary. Yes, your weapon can bounce off rocks and things. Yeah, look at all the trip mines. Look at this. There's like multiple there. I think I can jump over this to get around it. Might not be worth it. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. Sometimes there's a weapons crate here. But there wasn't this time, sadly. So now we have to try and run out. Without setting off that trip mine again. Because it may well kill me. I'll just loot this random chest that is stuck here. Never seen that before. Not wasting my time with that at the moment. Okay. Shit! If you don't jump perfectly, then that happens. That is not good. I was going to head to his camp because there's some chicken coops there, so we might get eggs, but I doubt it at this stage. They'll probably be looted. I will have my last heal. Plus it's better to have some health than no health, but we're also waiting for another extract spawn. Tempted to go and have a look at this camp up here. You never know, there might be some medical stuff. It's not a medical camp, but any little bits of medical stuff would help right now. Oh. Worth coming up for that. maybe not. Just a snub pistol. I was expecting something a little bit more exciting. Stamina regeneration rate. I might as well take that and eat it. Shame there's no health regeneration food at the minute. Take the backpack. I'll keep it for now. Let's quickly eat this. There's a tripwire on those stairs, so we won't go up that way. We'll head back this way and go up the ramp again. I'm a little bit worried about where the extract's going to spawn. If it spawns at the north of the map, when that one's already there, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get to one. So I kind of want to start heading towards the middle, but it's a shame not to go to Puro's camp and check it. That's just a shadow as our player. So this is a tower. Towers can have very cool stuff, but they are covered in tripwires. But if you can get up to the top, you can sometimes find armor chests and stuff. See the tripwire? Crouch here, there's also crates at this side usually, yeah. It is very random what you find in oak barrels. Ooh, that's an upgrade. So, there's two rooms to this, so there's the downstairs. Which usually has a chest or something in. Munitions. Nothing exciting. Munitions, nothing exciting. That's very disappointing. A basket that probably has something more exciting in. Rosemary. Seamstress needle. I don't know why, but I want a needle. Something in my head tells me there's a quest later. There's a platform here you can drop down on that has loot on it, but you have to drop down from above, and you have to use a key. So, we're going to bypass that by jumping up here. Basket. Let's have a look in. A couple of things to look for. Let's check this. If it's got any charcoal in, because charcoal is bone char, so it's not the same. Key is required to open that. I don't know what's in it. Sometimes there's an armor chest there. Always check up at the top, because sometimes there's random barrels. Check under here. You never know if there's a key on the floor or something. I've never seen one, but I don't put it past them. That needs a bronze key as well. Sadly, nothing useful. Don't forget there's a trap at the bottom, so don't stand on it. Bring yourself down this way. Let's get out. So, yeah. We'll go back to Puro's camp, so we need to go west. We're obviously on quite low health, so we just need to be a bit cautious. just one good shot or attack from anything might finish us off now. And it would mainly be a shame to lose Piero's lens. Oh. This hasn't been cleared. That is a surprise. That is a surprise. I'm just looking for eggs. I want to avoid having a fight if I can because I'm not equipped. I'll drop that, I'm going to take that. They have changed this camp a bit, it's weird. There never used to be like cliffs around it. I'm not sure why they have added those. Bye bye. Gonna go around. Wait, he sees me. I really don't want to go into a fight with him because I'm not very good at dodging yet. A little bit concerned we still haven't had another extract. I haven't had any shooting in a long time. Which is a little bit disconcerting, to be honest. What I want to do is go around that side. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's bad. That is a really shitty extract. Oh, man. That is a really shitty extract. Jack's bridge, it's like on the bridge itself. And getting to it from this side is a pain. So we're going to head to the original one and just hope we don't get shot. Sometimes these corpses have keys on them. So I'm just checking. I'll say not some copper. I'm not concerned about time frame for reaching, especially with my bonus speed, but I really don't want to try and do the Jack's Bridge one because I've done that before and it's just very, very easy to get in a bad position there and get killed. I would consider it the worst extract for this map. Silver key. What goes the journey? The extra of that. There we go. Can't not take the silver key. Sooner or later we'll find something to open. And mind you, then you have to carry it on you. And if you lose it... I mean, I'm leaning towards heading to that one. We'll get there in no time. What is that? That's a very strange looking rock. It's randomly there. I wonder if that's like a crafting skill thing. Like copper or something to mine. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Strange. Well, I did say these had keys on them anyway. Ah, thin mead. That'll go in my drink slot, so that's fine. Need that for Mr. Sweets. So we're heading to that one there. We'll go around this mess. This is full of hunger zombies. It's like a mass grave where they just dumped all the bodies, as you can kind of see. So going in there is, well, you get to have a fight with a lot of nasties. I'm fully expecting to get shot here because I'm on half health. I'm going to the original extract. I just know that Jack's Bridge is such a nasty extract. I really don't want to do it. Right, we need to be across the river, or across this water. We obviously will not go across the bridge because it's crawling and we are low health. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, and I'm terrible for spotting people, but let's have a quick look, because once you're in the water, as much as you can do a little wiggle, no guarantees, right? Little farm buildings there. Five minutes left. Let's check this oak barrel. Be rude not to. Grape must. I'm going to go past him. I'm just going to go further this way. Just because I'll have to shoot him. And I'd rather not. Another tower there, which is tempting, but is there potentially someone here? Yes. We just need to get close enough to activate it. I mean, I'm a sitting duck, right? If anyone looks at the bush and sees my sword sticking out. But it has been quiet this game, so we're doing okay. At least we got our quest done. I do think it's a really good game. A lot of the concepts are great. It just needs the whole, obviously fixing of any bugs and stuff, but it needs like proper matchmaking where you know, you go in as a solo versus other solos and things like that. Obviously it's a ways away, but all that kind of stuff will make a huge difference. it just killed me? Not every expedition will be a success. When you find yourself in a spot of bother, young Louis will have something to assist. Go and speak to him when you find yourself lacking weapons. Let him know of your plight. He will provide you with a means of self-defense. As crude, it gives you a tiny little sticky thing. This pricker. It's like a wooden stake. Oh no, I didn't lose anything. Maybe that just comes up all the time now? I don't know. It's slightly concerning.
Hello.
Hello, making dough. I found your flour. I'm glad it'll be of use. It's not much, but I can spare a few coppers. I know you could have earned more elsewhere, and there is something else. You're beginning to find your place here. Beyond expeditions, you may need also learn professions. Another way to contribute, another way to endure. Each of us here on the outer ramparts has our own profession, our way of contributing. Should you wish to learn, we'll be happy to share what we know. 9 of us can teach a profession, 3 for gathering, 6 for crafting. Speak each in time, you'll find something that suits you. So, we've got a daily quest. Someone here from Sala. Louis grew up there before he came to be with Bear. They do not reminisce often, but when they do, they speak well of the stars. Okay. Singing stories, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. So, can I not accept this? Doesn't seem to let me accept it. Just go west of Silent Village and see if it still stands. Oh, there we go. It's come up now. Okay.
Be careful.
Bug, I guess.
Oh, good. You're back.
The Gavroche family. Is the flower keeping everyone well? You have no idea. Glad to hear it. Gillard, did he notice the sudden arrival of flour? He was reluctant to bake them, but the cauldron ordinances compelled him. The loaves arrived across the bridge soon after. Cauldron ordinances? To keep things orderly, they are meant to restrain excess, at least on paper. Gillard complied because the ordinances demanded service to honest custom. Hector is often criticized for how he prosecutes those rules. I have found him reliable or reliable enough. Who's Hector? Hector is the head watchman. He presides over the cauldron and the outer ramparts. Though he leaves us out here to our own devices, better or for worse. He keeps order. He may think me forward, but I have another task. The reward will be poor. If you will humour me. To business, then. There's a family on the ramparts, a father and 2 sons, the Gavroches, left in search of a crypt said to hold treasure. And they never returned. I know this sounds sentimental, they did not return. And the crypt, deep in the woods, somewhere in the region of Jacques Bridge. Jacques Bridge. And how long ago did they leave? I thought you would ask, perhaps 2 seasons ago. And been gone a long while. If you come across them or what became of them, tell me. So they're going to eat me then. Said the crypt lay due north of the Gentle Hand Inn, which in turn is near the northern end of the map. Is there any truth to the treasure? It has a bloody reputation. They say Jacques de Molay, Marshal of the last regiments of the Grand Army, chose it for its final stand, hence its name. It failed, as all such stands do. And what other treasure? The Molay was known as the Emperor's Beloved. They say he carried part of the treasure east after Paris fell. If anything remains, it would not surprise me if it was hidden in the woods. What if they're dead? See many leave and not return. Some prefer not to know. and invent a kinder ending. I prefer the truth. Fair enough. Jean-Paul was a father, the father was a stable master at the Silent Farm. He wasn't a friendly man, and if it weren't for his sons, then I'd probably not ask you to look at all. Very well.
Be careful out there. You're back.
You do her quests to raise your reputation, and continuing her quest line gets you into the chateau. And she will teach you how to become a cook, and you can buy food off her. Read this while in the chateau to add it to your compendium and earn experience. Handfuls of buds. I wonder if that's something to do with a gathering profession.
Be careful.
Let's go and see him since we've got his lens. Seeing clearly, I found the lens. I have little to offer, but take this as a token of my gratitude. Lovely. Oh, awesome. A blood bag. That's exactly what I wanted. They're so much better than the ampules. They heal you over time, but you can use it forever. Kind of slow. Next quest. Now if you return my lens to me and finally on with the task at hand, I need you to find some tools to allow me a deeper insight. Blood-letting devices for emptying and filling veins and for storage of liquids. Specifically, I need sealed blood bag, high-quality needles, a silver dish, and a glass vial. My mother's chambermaid would use one to patch elbows and knees. I think that's a seamstress needle, which is what I think I picked up already, unless I'm mistaken. Silver dish, if treated with heat, should work as a sterile tray. Probably found in a house, yeah. And the glass vial will be difficult to obtain, I warn you now. Where can I find that? 2 large quarantine camps. Campers, it's hard to explore because of the amount of enemies in it. This is for the cutters who fell ill in somber forests near the Blackwood Mill. I've forgotten its name. Look for the physician's cabinet. With any luck, you should be able to find the sealed blood bag there too. Now, does he give me... I thought he might give me the map for the forest. He never has much in the way of healing stuff, this guy. Right. Let's go and drop some stuff off.
Hello.
Yes, seamstress needle. I'm glad I picked that up. We won't take the silver key with us because that would be silly. We will take the crude blood bag. I might regret it in the long run, but realistically I want it. Because while the ampules are kind of nice and they heal 10 very quickly, they only heal 10. They're very weak. Let's drop off that club as well. Do we have space to pick up something else? Good fun.
Bye bye.
Alas, I must go and end the stream here because I need to go and sort out my dog's food and things like that. But I will definitely be playing more, whether I do it on stream, but I also want to do some recording separately so I can put up some videos and things. But if you're interested in the game, you can wishlist it on Steam. There is going to be some kind of open beta in the near-ish future, I assume, or sometime. I would assume the other side of summer, but I'm not sure what their plan is. They are planning to release into early access, so we'll see. Thank you very much anyone who's hung around or has watched the VOD. Hunger should be a good game. It's got a long way to go, but it should be a really good game when it's finished. The core is solid. That much I will say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.